and gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages. This is Saunz with Hockey Talk. All right, so round number 2 is now wrapped up. So we got the New York Islanders beating the Philadelphia Flyers, who I thought was actually going to make it to the Stanley Cup and maybe even win the Stanley Cup, but they're out. And life goes on. So New York and Tampa Bay are flying out to Edmonton as we speak, and they'll be doing their conference finals in Edmonton, from my understanding. And so Tampa Bay against New York Islanders. I think this could be a long series. It might go even to 7. But that that New York coach, my gosh, he has got that team well wired, and he brought the Washington Capitals to their Stanley Cup 2 years ago, and I think he's becoming like the next Scotty Bowman or another great coach in the NHL. And I think New York will actually beat Tampa Bay. I know a lot of people have Tampa Bay as their pick to win the cup, but I'm going to go against everybody and say that New York Islanders are going to beat Tampa Bay and go to the Stanley Cup Finals, which I believe start in 2 weeks. All right, that's Eastern Conference, the Western Conference now. So, man, 3 series, including the New York-Philadelphia series, went. They started 3 games to 1, and all 3 of those series went to 7 games. And all 3 of those series, the team that was up 3-1 won Game 7. So that's pretty impressive that 3 teams actually came back to tie the series at 3-3 to force Game 7, and ended up losing, actually. There's a lot of theories on why that happens a lot, where teams come back. Is I guess you could say that the team that's down has nothing to lose, and then they win a game, and so it's 3-2, and then they're on adrenaline to make it 3-3, and then by the time Game 7 comes around, they're just tired. I think that's what happened with all these teams. Like they're down 3-1, so they go so hard, and then by Game 7, they just have nothing left. So I think that might be what happened, but it's very rare that a team comes back from a 3-1 deficit to win a series, and it doesn't happen very often. I think I heard on the radio it's happened 21 times in the history of NHL, which like probably consists of, I mean, a lot of people think, wow, 21 times. A lot of those actually happened, I think it was 3 years ago or something like that. There was like 1 year where there was like a whole bunch of teams that came back from 3-1 to win a series, but it doesn't happen very often. I mean, percentage-wise, it's probably like 3% of all NHL series, maybe even less than that. It's probably like 1%, maybe even less than 1%. I don't know. It's very, very rare that a team comes back all the way to win Game 7 after being down 3-1. And I think only 3 teams have done when they're down 3-0. I think only 3, if I'm correct. A little bit rusty on my hockey history right now, but yeah. So Western Conference Finals is the Vegas Golden Knights, and they are going against the surprising Dallas Stars. And the Dallas Stars are like that turd that won't flush down the toilet no matter how many times you flush it down to try to flush it down. And but I think they met their match, because I do have the Vegas Golden Knights winning the Stanley Cup. So obviously, and they were my pick before even the play-in round started. So having said that, I did pick them to win their first season too, back in 2018. I think it was, and they lost to Washington, and but you know, that team didn't have Stone, didn't have Pacioretty, didn't have Leonard. it's a totally different team now. So, uh, yes, they're definitely my pick. And I did mention Leonard, but I have not lost my faith in Marc-Andre Fleury. He's an excellent goaltender. Hated him when he was on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Love him on the Vegas Golden Knights. Uh, Basically, anybody that plays for Pittsburgh, Toronto, or well, but basically those two teams. Um, I don't like them when they play for that team, and then they go play for another team. I'm like, oh yeah, they're all right. So, um, yeah. So I'm picking Vegas to win over Dallas, and probably I'm a little eager or not too inclined to say 4 games because it's very, very rare that a sweep happens. So I'm gonna say Vegas in 5, and I just I think maybe Dallas has met their match finally. So, and which will make a New York Islanders versus the Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup final. And like I said, I picked Vegas to win. So I'm keeping true to that prediction, and hopefully I'll be right. Maybe I will be, I won't be. However, right now I think I'm about 50% with my picks right now. So far cry from a couple years ago when I was 14 for 15 in my picks, or 15 for 16, whatever it was. I think it was 15, 14 for 15. I was right 14 out of 15 times. The one time I didn't pick the Washington Capitals to win a series they ended up winning, and they ended up winning the Stanley Cup. So it was that year that I went 14 for 15. Yeah, that's how it goes this year, I guess, or some years. So those are my picks, and I what do you think? Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup? Write in the comments below. Smash that like button, and share this around. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn post notifications on to all, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. I don't know when it will be, but hopefully it'll be something soon. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. The good Lord willing. Bye.